Good afternoon, tribe. So I've been presenting on my live feed because it actually gets a little bit more traction than my Facebook page. My Facebook page, if you do want to jump on and see other videos and stuff that I've recorded over time, is Transformations by Kim. So today I'd like to talk to you about setting standards and setting standards that you can tolerate. So we all set standards in life, but some of them are subpar. And it could be standards around our relationships, around our friendships, around our family. But most of all, what standards do you set for yourself? That is so important to become clear about your standards. So otherwise, if you don't set some standards around your relationship, you'll find that it's in a mess, or you could find that your partner is walking all over you. Hey, Kathy, great to see you. So this is the fun thing about having live videos is I get to see people jump on and watch, so which is really awesome, and I get to say hi to you. Also around relationships, it may get to the point where you're having an unfulfilling relationship, or even worse, it's where you've allowed someone to abuse you. So it's about not having clear standards. We all have friends that like to push the boundaries with friendship. It might be someone that asks you to babysit their children all the time, or it might be that they're calling you at some hour of the night because some crisis in the world has happened and they need to talk to you, yet it's like 12 o'clock at night and really in the scheme of things, wasn't that much of a crisis. Or they've borrowed money from you and haven't paid it back. And that's because you haven't set the standard of that friendship. The other one is family. Like, we all have families and we all need to actually work with those. And one of them is not allowing your family to manipulate you, whether that be emotionally or physically or financially. So I coach a lot of young girls and I can see how the family is still having a lot of control over them and they don't get to grow up to be the women that they're meant to be. So setting your standards around that. But the most important one that I'd like to share with you is about setting standards for yourself. You might find that if you don't set standards and accept average in life, you end up with a body shape that you hate, a life that is a mess, a career that's not what you want, and you're not getting what you want out of life. So you need to be clear about those standards. And obviously I'm going to share with you how to do that. I've got 3 tips today to share about how to set your standards. The first one is to speak up. You'd be surprised how many people I speak to in coaching, and especially this week, that haven't stood up and spoke up about what they want in life. They haven't spoken up at work and talked to their boss about inappropriate behavior, or they haven't spoken up at home saying, look, you know what, hubby or my partner, I need a few more hugs, or we need to go do date night, or can you at least just put the dishes on? But if you don't speak up, you become the maid of the house, or you become in a relationship that is so stale physically that sex is never on the table. Things like that. If you don't set the standards very early on or teach your partner what the standard is, you have no direction in your relationship. And that's so important. Speak up to your family. If your family is trying to emotionally manipulate you, set the standard. This is not appropriate. I divorced my father over this because he overstood the boundaries and I had to set the standard. I'm like, this is not going to fly. This relationship cannot continue because you have overstepped my boundaries and I spoke up about it. So I want you to think about, well, where can you speak up? And it can be starting really, really small. It could be as simple as at the coffee shop, they got your coffee wrong. They put 2 sugars in when you asked for none. Little things like that. So how do you eat an elephant? 1 spoonful at a time. I want you to start by small steps of speaking up in certain situations where from there, you'll be able to get momentum and be able to speak up about bigger things. You got overlooked for a promotion and you're not understanding why? Ask. It's those little things where you get into the habit of speaking up that's going to transform your life. So if there's occasions just recently where you've actually spoke up, I want you to pop those in the comments because I want to congratulate you on those. Those things are really, really important. We want to create momentum where you can stand confidently in your space, own your space, and speak up. We don't want you to be walked all over. Then the next step is to educate. So part of what I do, I'm an athlete, and for me it is having a set structure around training and food, etc. I've educated and taught my friends that they need to run the restaurants by me before they book them. So how can you educate other people in your life about your standards, whether it be around nutrition or how you want your relationship to run, or how you want your household to run. All little things. If you don't educate people, if they don't know your expectations, they don't read minds. Come on. We're not all mind readers. We're not magical. So that's where I want you to actually educate others. What are your standards and what will you tolerate? What won't you tolerate? And then the last one is to write it down. So writing down a mission statement. And I'd strongly suggest these 3 areas. So 3 areas for writing mission statements. One is your mission statement and your purpose in life. So my purpose in life is to touch, move and inspire women to have an empowered relationship with food and be strong in who they are. Obviously that comes down to the training and the life coaching and the nutrition and everything that I do. That's my standard and that's my mission statement. It doesn't have to be as impactful as that. It could be raising your kids to be beautiful, confident, healthy and make an impact on the world by respecting others. It can be as simple as that. Whatever your mission statement in life, write it down. Things have a lot more power when they are written down. The next one is, do you have a mission statement for your relationship? If you don't have a direction or where you want to go in your relationship, goodness knows where it might end up. So I'd strongly suggest sitting down with your partner and writing out, well, what is our mission statement? What do we want to get out of this? What are the standards that we will set for our relationship? And then the last one might be about raising your children. So do you have a mission statement on how you want your kids to grow up? That's something you can sit down with your partner or the significant people that have that role model in their life and go, this is the mission statement I want for my kids. And I'd suggest that you sit and really think about this stuff. Sit and journal. So I love helping people, as you can see, like that's why I put these videos out there. There's so many people out there that just need little tiny strategies that they can use with everyday life. And I'd love for you to share this. Like, comment, love, all of that, because all of this helps me get my message out. And as I said, my mission in life is to touch, move and inspire other people. So thanks for watching. I've got a few other people I want to say hi to. I've got Deanne, I've got Katie Martin, I've got Jan, I've got Joe, I had Jody, a few others. So thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next live.